Hello and welcome to Affinity. We're going to look at using now the selective color control, which is very powerful in creating a teal and orange look, but can use for any dual toning. Just a reminder of the dual tones: you take a color, one color opposite another. If I just drag this down here, you can see there red is 255, green is 127, blue is 0. In other words, you have high red, green in the middle, blue at the bottom. Opposite that, you've got the opposite effect: red at the bottom, green in the middle, and blue at the top. So we just want to push those colours in those directions. So this has got a bit of the right sort of colours in already, so you want to push these. So we'll go to Adjustments and Selective Colour. And the way this works is if I drop here, so I've got reds, yellows, greens, cyans, blues, magentas. In other words, I've got primary and secondary colours. And then I've got whites, neutrals and blacks, which are effectively highlights, midtones and shadows. And we can control those. And this is great for doing things like dual toning, because you can work on both shifting colours and also how the light and dark are affected. Right, so we'll start off with the reds. And all you do really is just go down these and tweak them. But you've got to think in RGB, because this CMYK here is actually RGB kind of backward with a kind of lightness control with it. Because look what happens here. I can by the way, take off the relative thing, because that makes the controls only gentle. So I want a stronger effect than just set a little tweak. But you can leave that on if that's what you want. Notice if I go down here, I've got some movement here. What this does, and it's in that orange there, if I pull the colour thing up here, you can see that in that colour there, red is the highest. Yeah, so red is the dominant colour. So when I go for reds here, then it's going to look for those where red is the highest. So if I pull this down this way, I'm turning up red. It says where there is red, increase the red by going this way, which effectively reduces cyan. Think of that as RGB but backwards. And so green, we don't want to affect that. If we want to make it more orange, we'll turn up the yellow as well. There we go, and that nudges it towards that. The black, effectively play with it and see where you want it to go. Yeah, I'll make this a little bit darker there. Then yellows. By and large, yellows are going to be with it a bit of orange. So what if I bring this up? So yeah, I'm going to push that all the way that way, makes it a bit more orange. And this is going this way. In the meantime, always keep an eye on skin, because skin easily looks out. This is not too bad. It's a little bit on the bright side. Maybe we'll bring this back a little bit here or something like that. Okay. Greens. Probably you can push green towards a teal colour. So there's green down here. So to get teal, I'm going to push this one up that way, which turns down the reds in it, if there's any, and this way, that way, which adds blue to that. But also look at the black, see what we can do here. See, black has an effect. We'll push black all the way that way to make this more towards the teal. Cyans. Again, cyans, if we look at this, you can look at this, particularly the umbrella at the top there. Yeah, you want to push that up a bit. But also you can go down here. The blues, what can we do with that? Maybe a bit. What about the darkness? Oh, that's better. Look, yeah, that pushes it more towards a blue, doesn't it? That teal colour, which is not quite blue. That's quite a stronger effect. It's affecting these down here too a bit, I think. Blues. Less blues. There's a bit of an effect here. Maybe push that a little bit that way. And black. No, we'll leave that in the middle. That's okay. Magenta. Any magentas in here? Let's have a look. There's a little bit there. We can push that way to bring that orange up in there, which means we can probably go that way. Any effect here? Maybe a little bit. So you just tweak everything. When you get to whites, in fact the tones, you've got to watch out, because these tend to have a much more significant effect. So watch these carefully. Look, see, that's going to make that blue, and you've probably got blue in here because there's probably sunlight coming down here, adding a tint to it. So we can do some colour compensation here. Go back the other way to just whiten up the whites. and which means it looks pretty good white there already. Probably don't want to change anything else there. No, we'll leave that as that. Neutrals often have a huge effect. Look at this. Whoa, an enormous amount. So in other words, you can think very hard how much do you want of this. You want a little bit more towards the orange there. Push up the yellow a bit as well. Yes, I want a little bit more tint there, but only a little bit on this. Blacks. See, if you turn that way, you can see effectively is saying put lots of red where there is black, and that's where there's black. But if we push this more towards the teal direction, so we go up with this a bit, and where's yellow going out? So yellow has a bigger effect there towards pushing it there towards more of a tealy colour. And here we've got the overall style things. We can go backward and through this, but overall you can get a much more significant effect. Look at this now. If I turn this off, there's the original, there's the next one. So a lot more teal and orange on that. Yeah, but you can see the colour casting we put onto it. And so the selective colour is a lot more powerful at doing this, with it got a lot more control than a lot of other tools. So there we go. Hope that was helpful, and thank you very much for watching.